Let's go.
Sales Club. And if you want awesome sales tips, you've got to stay tuned because this is the Saturday Sales Club. Right. Let us know if you're live or in the replay. I love the grooving so much. Hey, this is the Saturday Sales Club. Let's actually just do a really quick little roundup introduction from everybody here. Sometimes we go one by one into our tips, but I think right away, let's do a little intro so you can know why you should be spending the first Saturday of every month here with us. Tori and I are in our PJs, intentionally fancy PJs.
Let's go.
And we actually all met through SamCart, which was so fun. And we decided, hey, let's get together and share some tips. While we were on this private Zoom call sharing some tips, we realized, whoa, we need to share this with the world. So here we are. This is episode number 3. We are live Saturday mornings, the first Saturday of every month. And let's just do a little quick intro of who you are and how you change the world. We're going to start with Ramaya. You're first.
What's up, y'all? So I'm Ramaya. I'm your favorite web designer, and I'm also a marketing coach with a mission to help 100 entrepreneurs get to 6 figures, and that's how we do it.
I love it. Okay, intro next from Kara.
Hi, I'm Kara Stein. I help writers become authors and authors become best-selling authors.
Woo, yeah. Woo. I love it so much. Runway.
Hey, Runway Billionaire, man. Listen, you can put me anywhere on God's green earth, and I'm going to show you how to get the monies. You just got to have some Wi-Fi. So I help entrepreneurs create and scale digital products and coaching programs. Let's go, y'all.
Yo, funnel cakes. I love it. Posh Tori is up next. Oh, no.
You're muted.
You're mute. We lost your sound. All right, we're gonna go to Daniela and then come back to Tori, but I don't know. Okay. Daniela, and then back to Tori in a second.
Hi, I'm Daniela Sayoni. I help filmmakers, script supervisors, and screenwriters improve their process and get to 6-figure careers.
Yes, a funny one in the house. I love it too. Awesome. And oh my goodness gracious, she is also a master of NFTs. Rachel is rounding us up today. Rachel.
Hi, I am Rachel Wilkins. I help visual artists build businesses, help them soar, help them reach more people. And I also do a little bit of NFTs as well, but we'll get to that another time. So I'm super excited to be here.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Tori, did we get you? Oh no! What the heck is happening?
Check your wires, Tori. Check your wires.
I don't know. Yeah, let's all. Wait, Tori, we got to call in on the banana phone. Ballroom. Okay, she's coming back. She's coming back. All right, so we are going to jump in. Here's how this works. The first Saturday. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Molly. Hi, I'm Molly Mahoney. Nice to meet you. I have a company called The Prepared Performer. If this is your first time here with the Saturday Sales Club, drop the word new in the chat. I see that we have the amazing Sarah Campbell with us, which is awesome. Hello, Sarah.
Good morning.
Drop the word new in the chat if this is your first time. I have a company called The Prepared Performer, and we help coaches, creative entrepreneurs, course creators, just like you, to be able to use video to get more clients. Video and organic social, that's our jam. And I'm stoked to be here with you. So fun. All right, so here's how this works. We're all going to take a turn. Oh, Tori's back. Let's see if we can get this to, let's see. Can we do it? Let's drum roll, Tori. Ready?
Yes, no, maybe so. Do I have
All right.
Yes, I'm Posh Tori, and I stay with the different difficulties in the tech, okay? Even though I rock the tech world, okay? I'm Tori Torres, founder of the Posh Girls Club community. And in my community, I help women live in their zone of genius. So creating content, getting to your ideal customer, owning the room through your story so you can make cheddar. Let's go.
Let's go. Thanks, y'all.
Go. And so, speaking of cheddar, if you want to make some more moolah, this is the perfect place for you. And what we're going to do is everybody has a tip. We don't know what the tips are going to be, which is always kind of the most exciting part of this. Everyone has a tip that they're going to share. We're going to go around in a little hot seat format where everyone's going to share their best tip. Then everybody has a gift that they're going to give to you as well. I'll share more about that in a moment. And you can ask questions in the chat. This is really a conversation. So be a part of the conversation. I'm having like a little brain lapse. Do we usually do a nugget giveaway on these? Have we done that before? We do. Yeah, right? Okay.
Yeah, we can't have the Saturday Sales Club without the down 10-piece nugget.
Awesome nuggets. Okay. This has been an awesome week, and I am like, whoa, I'm here doing this. So we're going to do a nugget giveaway also. So all you have to do is drop the hashtag nugget in the chat, and let's give away. Let's give away. How about a selfie light? Can we give away a selfie light? Is that okay? You guys good with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So these selfie lights will help you to show up and make more money because then people can actually see you on camera. All right. So the way that works, you're going to drop hashtag nugget in the chat and then share what the tip, what the aha, what the nugget was. And then at the end, we'll come back and we'll pick some winners. We'll give away 2. Does that sound good?
Let's get it.
Amazing. I love it. All right. Ramaya, you're going to get us started. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Okay. Drum roll from Mariah. Here we go.
All right, what's up, y'all? So because I'm first, I actually have my tips wrote down today. So I'm actually gonna go with this one though. I still had 3. I'm gonna go with this one. Simplify your website and your content. All right. Stop trying to give us everything at one time. So for instance, in your content, have one call to action per post. Like, don't tell us to do 6 things we're not gonna remember. Tell us to do one thing. Ask us to do one thing. Same thing with your website. You need to have one primary call to action. What is it that you want people to do? When people go to your website, they need to know the main thing, what you do, who you do it for, how they can get it. They don't really need to know too much else. If you start trying to tell us everything about you, we're not going to remember anything about you. Tell us the most important thing, that how you can help us and what we can get from you while we're there. Get rid of the clutter. It's impossible to tell us everything at one time. All right. So simplify your website and simplify your content. And I promise you'll go much further with focus. Then you'll be all over the place. You ain't gonna get nowhere. So that's my tip of the day.
Man, amen. Amen. Slow clap for simplicity. Clarity, right? Hello.
Yep.
Okay,
simplify to amplify. Let's go.
Simplify to amplify. If we have the need to get like some help on our website, where can people reach out to you?
So you can hit me up on Instagram. That's pretty much where I live. It's Ramaya Trask, REMIAHTRASK. And just slide in my DMs and we'll make something happen.
And I believe you have a gifty for us as well. So where we can go to SaturdaySales.club. And what are we going to find there? I'm going to bring it up on the screen.
I need to go to the link so that I can remember.
Honestly.
So I actually have my content creation secrets. It's a masterclass, a workshop actually that I taught that's actually going to teach you how to create content. And it gives you a whole little formula so where you can create 21 posts per week. So that'll give you 3 posts per day. If you're somebody like Runway, then you're going to be posting like 21 times a day. But if you ain't got that kind of heat, you can at least post 21 times a week. And this creation workshop is going to teach you how to do that.
I love it. So if you go to SaturdaySales.club, you can grab that content creation workshop because you are freaking amazing, right?
Absolutely.
I love it. So awesome. Such a good one, man. And that is one that I need to remind myself. every single day. Oh my gosh. All right. So we've got Kara's tip up next. Kara, are you ready for this magic?
Let's go,
I'm
Kara.
ready.
I
fairly
am
ready.
ready for it too.
Pretty sure I'm
so
ready.
here we go.
Hey, everybody. My tip for today is more tactical than a lot of times I get into mindset and stuff. But today, what I want to tell you guys is the thing that was freaking me out for the past few months, which was that my Facebook ads really weren't working. And like, that's been the main way that I've gotten people coming into my business over the last couple of years. So, there are so many people who are like, wow, the sky is falling. Facebook ads don't work anymore. You got to do this instead. And by the way, pay me a bunch of money to show you how. Well, it turns out that Facebook, the platform, has changed their advertising stuff. And a lot of stuff that I've tried in the past that never worked is now the thing you need to do. So my takeaways from this month are, I used to do kind of more personality, quirky ads that like would fit in with your news feed and didn't seem like ads, and that used to work really great. And now it seems like it's changed, and you need to make your ad actually look like an ad and be like an ad and read like an ad. But if you do that, it works again. So that's cool. And like if the graphic actually says ad stuff on it, like the outcome that they'll get from buying the thing, that seems to be necessary now. And big audiences, it used to be basically the bigger audience you could have, the better it was. Now audiences around a single digit of millions seem to be what's working. So that is what I wanted to share with everybody. Because if you've been freaking out like I have, you don't have to. It's still okay.
Okay, let's actually talk about this. So when you say make it more like an ad, tell me about that.
Well, what I used to do,
like make it more like an ad, because what I was thinking is I saw the SamCart actually first of all, we should show that SamCart ad that
So good
today, which we could use as an example. Maybe I'll go grab that right now. But we also I saw another SamCart ad come through my newsfeed last night, and it actually said, "This is an ad."
I saw that one.
Yeah, I've seen that one a bunch.
So
which I thought was so great. But so you're saying, like, rather than using organic content, make it more like an actual more promotional, like more of like a straight up promotion. Can you just talk a little bit more about it?
Yeah, like my what I used to do is kind of try to blend in with the news feed, but seem like the most interesting thing in the news feed. So my ad was like, confessions of a best-selling author. You write the book, you spend years laboring over it, you this, you that, do all this stuff, and then you get 3 sales, and then you cry in your Ben and Jerry's, and then, or you can just skip all that and buy my thing. Like that, it was very conversational and funny, and all the pictures were like quirky, like they didn't look like ads intentionally. They intentionally looked like your funniest friend would post this picture. And now that is not
because you are one of our funniest friends. I just was like, I
really appreciate that. So now it's like the ads reading more like sales copy and having a little thing. You know what the headline of your sales page would be like? No audience, no fans, no following, no PR, but still a best-selling author? ? Is one of the things that I'm putting at the bottom of my pictures now. Which like is a total reversal from how I used to do it. Like it is clearly an ad, whereas before it was just like, yeah, this is an ad, but it's like still cool. Now it's just like, no, it's not cool. It's just an ad.
I guess that goes to the simplicity that Ramaya was talking about earlier, right? Also, same kind of thing, which I love it. I also have a question for some of us because it looks like I'm just going to be like, I'm going to out what's really going on. It looks like somehow our stream has stopped on some of the places that it was supposed to be, because it was supposed to be on my business page and it's not there either right now. So let's just take a moment. Are you guys watching live right now? If you're watching us live right now, let me know in the chat. Just say live in the chat. And then I am going to find a link that I can give to everybody, like figure out where we're actually live. I think we might be live.
And
we're live on my YouTube channel.
Mine is up on YouTube. I have it up on my other screen.
Yeah, mine is.
I'm checking mine now.
Let's see.
Everywhere.
I think we're good. We still have some. That's so strange and cuckoo. I don't know. It looks like it because it dropped my business page, and it looks like it dropped maybe Rachel's business page too.
It's not on any of mine for some reason. It says it's ended, which is super weird because I know we're still here.
Right?
We are still here. I don't know.
Live on YouTube. Yeah, a bunch of people live.
Okay,
Leila,
we're
are
all-
you on
as long as
mine
we're-
or Daniela's?
Huh? No, I'm live. I'm live on my stuff. I can't
No,
tell-
I was seeing that Leila was on here, so I was like, well, we can find out. Somebody else
Oh.
said that yours is live.
Oh, I see,
So is mine
okay.
too, maybe.
Perfect. Yeah, and we're live on my personal profile too. So we are good. Y'all are still here live. I'm just gonna grab a link to send to you, Rachel, so you can
Okay,
share it so
perfect.
that it's other places.
Thank you.
And we are just always making it work. I love it. Okay, so now that we know that you're still here with us, thank you. We're keeping things simple as well. And Kara, tell us what you have when we go to SaturdaySales.club.
My Prezi on sales Saturday Sales Club this time is Finish and Publish, the ebook version, the audiobook version, and the workbook. And if you've been wanting to write a book and you maybe don't know how to finish it or how to start it even or how to publish it, this is for you. It's
So
paid
good.
for.
And it's right there at the top of the page, which I love so much. Oh my gosh. Amazing. Perfect. Okay. I love that we're kind of on this theme of simplicity and like make your ads actually like ads rather than trying to trick people, which is good. Simplicity and telling the truth.
Well, I wasn't trying to trick people. I
I'm
was just
totally
trying to
joking.
make it fun. Like
I'm
it was
joking.
more fun having personality in it, but like
I know.
whatever.
Well, and I'm interested to see how that like continues on, right? Like as you keep testing that. I was joking when I said you were trying to trick people. I'm always trying to trick people into having fun because the more fun you have, the more money you make.
Right?
Right?
Yeah. Well, I am genuinely sad that the old things don't work anymore because I really liked the way it was, but like, oh well, things change always, and you gotta roll with
Yeah.
it.
And who knows what it's going to be next week, right?
Exactly. But at least
True.
thank God it's not dead forever. Like I was beginning to think that like I needed a whole new business.
Seriously. Oh my gosh. Amazing. Okay, so what if you're just joining us right now, what's going to happen here? What's happening already is that we are going through all of our awesome friends here for the Saturday Sales Club have come with a specific tip just for you. I see that we have a comment about my shirt, which is actually my pajamas, which I wore just for Tori because she wore her pajamas last time. So I'm wearing
And today, another pair.
I have FOMO now. It's what you said in my
I
book.
live in pajamas, y'all. Cute ones, but
But you
listen.
guys have like super stylish pajamas.
Yeah, right?
I gotta
Your
up my
pajamas are more
pajama
stylish
game.
than any of my real clothes.
I was inspired by Tori last month. So
I'm always at home. I want to be fancy,
I was
comfy,
like,
and fabulous.
I
So
need
we
a
need to
collar.
rename this the pajama party.
We should. We should do
Saturday
one.
Sales Pajama Club.
Banana pajama party.
We should all
Somebody
get
on my comments on one of my live streams said they daughter used the banana phone.
Oh,
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm so glad.
It's going down. It's going down.
It's so good.
Amazing.
Oh my gosh. All right. So with that, we have got another tip coming up right now from the one, the only Runway Billionaire.
All right. So it's my turn. I would definitely say that my tip would have to be write out your funnels, write out your content, like write the stuff down. One of the things that I feel like can make you super successful is actually just you being able to write out and be able to visualize how your sales process is going to go. Like that will literally help your revenue because you will see one after another. Y'all know we get the funnel cake. If y'all miss any of the other Saturday Sales Club where we talk about funnel cake, everybody knows about the funnel cake. But just being able to see it through and through, right? And then if you write it down, you'll be able to see like, okay, what am I missing in my sales process? And you, instead of you going to have to rebuild out your whole sales process, you'll be able to see, okay, this is where this is falling short. This is where I can improve it. And you'll just be able to pretty much insert the necessary stuff to be able to, because like, you know, we talking about simplicity here, right? So a lot of people feel like they have to have this big sales machine or they have to have this big marketing strategy. But But I promise you, just like Ramaya said or Kara said, it might just be one small tweak that you just make to your website, right? Or one small, order bump or upsell that you add or you take away. But if you don't have that stuff documented, it's kind of hard to go back and look at those things and really, really just see what's going on, because once you got everything built, you focus on the marketing. Like, I got to hit the ground running and get sales. So what I took the time to do was go back and go through each floor of my funnel and just see, what can I improve on this page, right? Do I got too much going on, right? And just really, really just take that time out and go back in the business and just go look at those things and go correct those things that I probably just ignored because, I'm worried about the marketing now, and really just go in and dial in and just look back at my notes. And another tip as far as content, what I've been doing is, instead of trying to reinvent the wheel, what I've been doing when I'm laying in bed at night and I'm scrolling down Instagram, Facebook, or whatever, TikTok, right? I'll go and I'll just save that content. Like, if it made me feel good, made me feel some type of way, right? Made me laugh, made me entertained, right? What I'll do is I'll go save it. And now I'll use those as my content ideas. And now I'll go back, right? Like, if you guys see my Instagram, unlike what Kara said, right? I've been doing the exact opposite. Like, I've been I got dinosaur suits, I got Ghostbuster outfits, glasses that light up. I've been completely going like beyond, what I did and trying new stuff. But also those ideas was not just like, oh man, I gotta have all these ideas. No, I just been looking at, what's already working in the marketplace and pretty much just making that resonate with my business. So those are my 2 nuggets for today.
That's it.
Man, I love it.
That's it.
I'm ready to order my dinosaur suit right now.
Everyone shows up. We'll have like the pajama theme and the dinosaur theme. It's perfect.
Love
Let's do it. Let's make it happen.
Oh my God, so good. And yeah, I love that. I love how you actually do a lot of your trainings where you're writing all your funnels and stuff out just in Canva. Where do you write things out usually? Like on a piece of paper, or what tools do you use for that?
I have a vibe board that I write those things out on. Yeah, so we got a vibe board that I write those things out so I can keep it, so I can share it. And that's another thing. Like, like, it's hard to share something if you don't write it down, if it's not documented, right? Like Kara said, like, some of the things that stopped working is now working again. So now I can just go through my notes and now I can just, oh yeah, I remember this time when this was working. It's easy for me to just go pull that up and just like go with what's working right now. And that's like I said, that's the importance of being able to write those stuff down and have it documented, because the worst thing you can do is something's not working, but then the old stuff is working and then you have nothing documented to go back and compare to. So yeah.
Amen. I love this nugget from Leela. Look,
Don't freak.
Oh my God, tweak it. Don't tweak. Don't. I was gonna say tweak it.
Yeah, don't freak.
Don't freak.
That's amazing.
Oh, so good. And we so appreciate that you are live on so many of our pages. I love that you covered all of the bases. Oh my gosh. All right. So Runway, what do you have for us on this Saturday Sales Club page? If you go to SaturdaySales.club, what are we going to find?
So what they have is my Wi-Fi money training. So everybody's up here dropping the nuggets, and it might be like what to post, where to post, why should I post, right? And like all those things are like super, super important. And I don't think that enough entrepreneurs take their content or realize how powerful their content is on a day-to-day basis, right? But like I said, I document and I'm goal specific, right? About my sales goals that I want to reach, about my content that I want to put out, right? So I just want to show you like the power of being specific when you want to hit those 5 and 6 figure months. It really comes down to you having a content plan, a content strategy, and most importantly, a goal associated with that content. So that's what I want to show you. And I think the training is 2 hours. So you get to watch me for a little while.
Nuggets. It's so good.
Yes.
I love it so much. Okay. All right. We're going into Tori's next. Are we ready?
Woohoo.
Tori, are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay.
So I love that so many people are talking about content today. That is actually what I wrote down on my little notes. And I actually use Notion to do exactly what Runway just described. I use Notion for everything, by the way. I use it because I can like share pages, even if I'm working with like someone from Fiverr that's temporary, or I'm working with someone that's like on my team ongoing, I can just design the page, put the specs of what I need. It's clear to me, it's clear to my team, it's clear to the external person, and we're able to just plan from there. And that way I also have that, because every time I build, I'm always thinking of growing, and I don't want to have to teach these things over and over. And so I keep that Notion, use Notion for everything, write out your process. And what I call that my customer journey. I talked about this last night on live on Instagram at the Posh Girls Club too, in case you want to get a little bit more into that. But like with my content, I always map out like where I want to take the person in the story. So that's going to show up in video. It's going to show up in my posts. It's going to show up in my blog and my emails. And I use all of those things specifically, like in one, if I've got one Notion page, I'm like literally writing out exactly the content, and then I'm replicating that content in multiple places. And what I noticed this month, my tip is, and I have never been this specific with the type of content that I'm putting out, as far as like just saying, hey, this is Tori, this is exactly what I do. I would typically, because I have my brand started as quotes, and I have a 1 million follower brand on Instagram at the Posh Girls Club. And it started out as like quotes and inspiration, but now it's like inspiration, motivation, resources. And what I noticed is that, especially in the last month or so, I was stuck at about 700K reach. And I know y'all might be like, oh, well, you've got 1 million people. It's easy. It's not easy. It's the same. I do it on Posh Tori. I do it on my smaller account, Bling Magazine. So, and that's only 500 people. So I'm telling you, this works across brands. If you like get so specific in the content that you're creating, I noticed that my comments aren't as much, but my DMs are like blowing up. My reach, which that was stuck at 700K, is now at like 907 when I check my stats over the last month consistently, because I am really letting people know who I am, what I do, how I help them. So be specific, like really take the time to not be afraid to worry about how many likes you're going to get or how many comments you're going to get. And when you have a big brand or any brand, it can feel like ghost town when you're posting, right? But how are you converting? Think about how your content is converting for you. It's certainly making a big difference in the dollar amount that's coming through, in the ideal customers that are coming through. And then I can still mix up the other content for reach and growth hacking and those kinds of things. So that's what I'm working on right now. Be specific about who you are, what you do, how you serve the customer, your story. We know I teach that in Own the Room. Own your story, right? Tell your story the way that you tell your story. And it can be harder when you teach that to do it for yourself. Thank you, Runway. But teaching other people how to own the room for me, it was like a natural thing. I've been doing this since I'm 5 or 6 years old, but teaching other people how to own the room is a zone of genius for me. Public speaking, being a debate champion, so all of those things come together, and it's storytelling, right? How you tell your story, be specific, tell your people what you do, be clear about what you do and how you help them. And yeah, those are my nuggets for this month.
So many good ones. I think it sounds like a big shift in it is that initially you were putting things out that helped with reach and visibility and that kind of stuff, and now you're really getting more focused on conversions.
Exactly. That's exactly it.
Yeah, I love it. And if you're not following Tori on Instagram, just a little, 900K in reach, 700K.
I actually did a video to show people, because people don't believe you. So I actually did a video to show, look at me going into my insights, and boom, there it is. I actually ran that on my stories last week. So
I love how you casually mention, I have 1 million follower brand.
Just no big deal. So if anybody that's here casually wants to be able to drop their millions How can they learn more about how they can own the room? By going to SaturdaySales.club.
Absolutely. Saturday Sales Club. Let's go.
What's going to happen there? What are they going to find?
They're going to find my course, Pay What You Want, to learn how to own the room. And that goes for, I work with people in Silicon Valley every day to teach them how to own the room, to sell smarter, to sell more effectively, how to, own the room in boardrooms or virtual boardrooms. And if you want to be an influencer or be the face of your brand, I teach you how to get rid of that fear of public speaking and legit just own who you are, because your people will find you or you'll find them.
So much. Amazing. So good. All right. If you are loving the Saturday Sales Club so far, excuse me, give us the word love it. That's one word, by the way, in the chat below. And we're going to move to our next, which comes from our resident artist, Ms. Rachel.
Hey, good morning or good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. I am Rachel Wilkins. Big shout out to our amazing host, Molly, for always keeping this going and rocking and rolling in the background. Molly is a queen, so thank you. Today, I want to go actually a step back from what has been kind of the common thread today about content. Before we even get to content, I want to talk about the asking process. Asking can be one of the most incredible things that we can do to help the sale. So a quick quote from Henry Ford. Henry Ford said that if he had asked people what they wanted, most would have said they wanted faster horses. Now, the reason they would have said that is because, of course, they didn't have the foresight to know that cars were a thing that they would want, because cars didn't exist. So the message there is really that your prospects don't always know what they want, but they can tell you a few things. They can tell you what they don't want, and they can also tell you what they've done in the past that hasn't worked. So this is tremendously important, tremendously helpful when you're thinking about how to position yourself, how to offer your products, your services, whatever it is that you do. So once you kind of get an understanding of what hasn't worked for them and what they've tried before, you have two things that really kind of become clear. The first one is that you ensure that you are presenting them with a new way of doing things, something they haven't tried before, but you also get to limit the objections that you're going to get back from them even when you make your offer, because you've already got an understanding of what they don't want to do. Okay. So essentially, here's kind of an example of how that would work in my industry. I obviously work with artists. So I would maybe just ask, what is your biggest challenge right now when it comes to selling your artwork? Now, think about what that question might look like for you, whether it's a product or a service that you sell. I could say also, which of these 4 topics do you struggle with the most? Social media, exhibits, closing sales, marketing. They're kind of the 4 that come up most for me. Now, once I get the answer to that question, I can really either do one of 2 things. I can mold my offers to suit my audience's problems, or I can change the language that I use to actually speak to their biggest problem. So as an example, I could say, if marketing your art feels like pulling teeth, I have a solution for you. So we right away can kind of change that paradigm from just putting an offer out to actually getting really, really specific about the problem that they're suffering from. So ask. And the second part of asking is, once you've actually warmed up those prospects, don't be afraid to ask for the sale, right? People have told you what they want and you've given them a solution. Actually ask for the sale. 2 of the most powerful questions that you can ask are, number 1, are you in the market for X, whatever X is for you? Is it a product? Is it a service? Or the second question is, could you envision X in your life right now? Like in my industry, I would say, could you see this piece of artwork hanging on your wall in your home or office right now? It's either a yes or no answer. And then you get your answer and you can move on accordingly. So ask. Don't be afraid to ask for the sale. Don't be afraid to ask your audience, your prospects, your community, what it is they want to see more of. And that is my nugget of the day.
That was just like a full copywriting lesson. So I hope everyone took lots of notes. And just so you know, this replay will be here so you can go rewind and get all of these tips because oh my gosh, that was so awesome. And I love it. If people want to know more and they want to maybe find a gift from you on our SaturdaySales.club, what are they going to find there?
Yeah, so they're going to get my sellout book. Essentially, I wrote a book in 2020 because I, like everybody else, I was able to pause for a minute and actually put pen to paper. It is called Sellout, the Definitive Guide to Selling Your Art Without Losing Your Damn Mind. This is not just for artists. There are definitely principles in there that can help anybody who creates products or services for human beings. But inside the playbook, you're also going to get a workbook, a 30-day prompt guide, and a calendar for 2022 as well. And it is pay what you want. So you can pay as little as $1 or whatever you think it's worth.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe I haven't, first of all, I can't believe I haven't grabbed that one is what I was just thinking. I need to make sure that I go grab every single one of these because they change kind of every month. Sometimes we get little changes in here. So if you're a smarty pants, like I'm going to be today, then make sure you go grab all of these. They are either free, pay what you want, very low cost. Go grab all of them because they are all so helpful. I love it. Rachel, I'm so stoked. And I just need to give a little plug as well because Rachel's coming on my show on Wednesday to talk about NFTs, which I am super stoked about. So if you want to know more about that,
we're going to get non-fungible, folks. Don't be scared.
We're going to get non-fungible.
Nothing will be fungible here.
What'd you say, Kara?
I said nothing will be fungible.
Nope.
No funging allowed.
No funging allowed.
We got a stage full of non-fungible geniuses right here. So just saying.
Non-fungible. Daniela, you are there is no way to duplicate the amazing Daniela, and she is going to give us the next tip right now. If you're ready for it, drop the word ready in the chat, and here she comes.
Okay, so I often get, oh, can you hear me? I often
we're just getting like a little bit of feedback somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is it me? Is it me? No. How is it better now?
Yeah.
Okay. So, oh, there I am again. Hold on. I'm going to unplug my mic. How's that? Nope. Still feedback.
I think you're good. We'll just take it as like we're in the Matrix and somehow we're hearing like double the goodness because I can still understand you. It's just a slight little repeat.
Okay. So whenever I get stuck, I turn to one of these wonderful people because they're all incredibly smart at business marketing and content creation. So I did a very smart thing and I attended Molly's masterclass. It was her free offer last month. And she got us at one point to state our financial goals out loud. So we stated our financial goals for the next 3 months. And I realized, oh yeah, manifesting. I haven't been manifesting lately. So this is a combination of asking and simplicity. I specifically needed, and specificity. I specifically needed to raise $12,000 by the end of the month. And guess what I raised by the end of the month?
Come on.
$12,000.
Let's go.
Ooh, call it on the banana phone.
Banana phone.
I don't even have a banana phone yet. So Molly got Molly's reminder about manifestation because listen, this month manifestation worked more than my Google ads, more than my Facebook ads, more than my organic reach. I reread Idil Mayor's book, Manifest Now. Adil Ahmed, I don't know if you know her stuff, but it's a like how manifestation puts you actually into action. And I found an old credit card that I had never charged up with $5,000 on it. And then I made $7,000 like in the last week. So manifestation really works. The product I wanted to offer was my talk on manifestation, but it's not ready yet because I'm going to Europe. But don't forget the power and importance of that in your business. It's thank you, Molly, for reminding me.
Man, I'm so glad that was so helpful. And I see that we have people who are asking what your name is. So I'm going to write Daniela Sayoni on the in the chat.
We gotta call this the Simple Saturday Sales Club. Everything's been about simplicity today, right?
Yeah.
Yo, a lot of the high level stuff, guys, it starts with a strong foundation, and like don't don't, you know what I mean, undermine these simple things. Like, yo, it was a lot of simple things that I was doing in my business, and just you creating those simple habits every single day, like that gets you ready for the big performance, right, Molly? Like that's it be those simple things that get you ready for the big show. So just like, you know what I mean, I know that everybody gave you guys like a lot of simple approach on what to do with your business, and like, but yo, like you got high level people that's like, man, I just kept it simple. Like I just kept it simple.
Seriously. And it's really, it's like, even, you know, manifestation sounds like a big thing, but we're always manifesting because you're always asking for what you want. You're just maybe not asking for the things that you're not being intentional about it.
Right.
So it's like simplicity and intentionality.
Like,
It's
I'll give
asking. We're asking the
We're
universe.
asking for it.
Right?
Exactly.
right, look how all this is aligned today. We don't even talk to these sell Saturdays.
Right.
Here's the link. But like manifesting, like I'll give you guys something that I recently just did because I have a sales goal that I want to hit in the next 4 to 5 months. So I literally pulled out my phone and I made a video for my future self, right? Like, and I was just talking. It was like, yo, I'm going to hit this sales goal in 4 to 5 months. This is what I'm going to achieve. This is what my life going to look like. This is what I'm going to have. And I'm making this video and I'm showing a date. So that way in 4 to 5 months, when I play this video back, when I reach my goal, I can say, yo, look, this is the power of telling yourself that you can do it. This is the power of you actually putting your mind to it and actually springing into that action. And when you see yourself 4 or 5 months from now and you hit that goal, how are you going to feel? How is it going to impact your life? And what are you going to believe about yourself? And a lot of the times, that's what it really comes down to. We're not acting because we don't believe in ourselves. We're not manifesting because we don't believe in ourselves. So a lot of the goals that we don't reach, it just comes from ourselves. So I encourage everybody to make a video to your future self, right? If you got a goal and you say, yo, I want to make my first $1,000 a month, my first $1,000 a day, like make it like you already did it, right? Like record yourself like, yo, I hit my first $1,000 a day, $10,000 a month, $60,000, $100,000.
Let's do it right now in the chat. So what do you want to say? I had my first, what was it day? So I would like to say that I had
my new house, Molly. Like it could be whatever they desire, right? Like write it out.
That's seriously how I approach, like, even how I speak to myself, right?
Yeah.
They call me, my boys, they call me Kanye. My mom says she is not humble, but she loves people, and that's because I hate that word. Don't tell me, like, I can't say I'm great if I don't think I'm great. How are other people gonna see me? Like, if I don't feel and believe that and bring that, and that doesn't mean that I don't think other people are great. It just means that I'm able to recognize my zones of genius and then work in those. And the things that I don't know and I'm not good at, then I know how to go and get other people that know how to do those things better than me. And I just think that's such a big part of it too, is you have to give yourself positive self-talk. You don't have to, like, I hate the word humble. I'm sorry. Not sorry. I hate that word. I know my greatness. I also know what my flaws are, and I know I can work on those. But we're gonna talk about how I show up, how you show up, and like, be in your zone. Don't let people
be proud of yourself for what you've done.
Yeah.
I don't think
being here right now.
I think you can be humble and a boss at the same time.
Yes.
I think you can.
I don't know. I don't like the word humble. I think it's a word, like Kanye said, I think it's a word people try to put on you so that you dull yourself. I just, that's just not how I move. Like, and I
Good point.
Stand by that.
But I love that people are doing this in the chat also. So Sarah says, we had an event at my house where we actually had all of our members write letters to themselves, like Runway was saying, and then we mailed them to them a couple months later, which was super cool. So we like sealed them up here. Yeah. And this is something that we practice. We call it future gratitude. So this is Sharon, who just turned down a huge offer to go back and teach at a full-time job at a school. She said no, and she is now running her business. She's going to go on the road this year with her kids, living anywhere in the world, which I'm so stoked about. And we do this claiming the future gratitude, right? So I had my first 10K month for my business. It's May 2020. Like, it's already happened, right? It's so good just to speak it in the future. I love it. Daniela, we
Love
didn't
it.
see what the gift was
I
that
love
you
it. I
have.
love how simple it was and how
Oh,
straight to the point it was. I love it, May. Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
get
Yeah.
it.
Get my first
Yeah.
$10,000 day. Let's go.
Right.
It's already there. It's already there. Y'all, time just has to catch up. It's
That's
already
it.
there.
Look at
Time gotta catch up to it.
Okay, wait, and let's change this. And not even but. And like we don't
Right.
use butts, Erica.
Yeah, but
And I'll accept a $300,000 day too. I love it. Erica,
Yes.
so much.
Yeah,
Man.
I've gladly already had the $300,000 day. I've gladly already had it.
Right?
like-
What'd you do, girl?
Yo,
What'd you do? Where'd you
Yo,
go?
that's the thing though. Like, yo, keep that mindset in everything that you do. Like, even when it comes to like clients, like people get bogged out. Oh, my course is not selling. My coaching program is not selling. Like, yo, market with the intention, right? That people will pay your price happily, right? Like my customers pay me happily and they pay in full. Right, like that's what we want. No matter they pay happily.
People love
Like
to
not,
give me money.
Yes.
yeah, like not my customers pay with an attitude. Not my customers pay with payment plans. No,
Asking for discounts.
my people pay me happily, right? And they pay my price, right? Like let's have that attitude and let's go and put it in the play. I just had my first 5K hour. Let's go.
Yes. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Let's put a 0 on it. You had a 50K hour. Let's go. Let's
Yes,
go.
yes.
50 minutes. Yeah.
We just need to pause because
Yes.
we've not heard from Miss Molly.
I'm going to do my tip also. I'm keeping us back on. I'm getting us back on track. Okay, so that's Daniela. What do we have here?
Okay, this is okay. I this month I don't have a free gift, but this is actually a lesson. This was free last month, and nobody signed up for my challenge. The moment I put a price on it, I have a whole group in the challenge now. So
Yes.
it is normally I would give you a pay what you want offer, but specifically with writing, with screenwriters, it's like a way of keeping ourselves accountable, paying something to partake in something so that we finish our task. And this is in a way, in a film way, this is kind of a manifesting what my challenge is about. It's about coming up with at least one marketable premise for a comedy television series, and which is right now Hollywood is buying scripts again, and normally people don't want to hear one pitch, they want to hear like 5. So I've created this very specific process to get people there. I'm so proud of this product. It's worth way more than 47, but I've set a price at 47 because setting a price on it actually helps it sell better. So there you go.
I have a question about this. Could we use this to come up with comedy ideas for like a video series? Not a script, but like a
okay.
video series?
That is so interesting because it would be personal to you. So I call it the personal, because everything that's selling in Hollywood right now is personal and unique points of view. Okay. So I think maybe, but because it's comedy and this might not make sense to you. Because it's comedy, I get you to go into your pain, and because comedy is founded on pain. So I don't know how much that would tap into marketing. It definitely taps into.
I think I'm going to sign up for that. Yeah, because I have a client, Nika Stewart, who's amazing and has
amazing.
A bajillion, if you're not following her, she has a bajillion views on everything. And she was diagnosed with cancer. And when she was diagnosed with cancer, which is obviously a painful situation, she decided to turn it into the naked bald woman method. And she started her videos the naked bald woman. So it was like she showed the funny things that she did, even though she didn't have hair. Like that she forgot that she didn't have her hair. And she now does all these comedy videos. And sometimes I find that when I am the funniest is when I don't plan it and things that are wrong just happen, like the banana film thing, all an accident. But I would love to get better at actually planning out my humor.
That would be so cool to see if that works, because it's been tested on hundreds of writers. It definitely works for TV, but I've never had someone do it for a video series. Yeah, as long as you're cool with the pain part, you'd be good.
It's a great idea.
Now I want to try it too.
Yeah. That's so good. Okay, if you're thinking of trying this thing so you can tap into your pain and turn it into your joy, problems into possibilities, give us the word joy in the chat. Okay. All right, I'm going to round us up as we're coming. We got 10 minutes left. I have my final tip. My tip today is a little more tactical, and it's something that we're actually doing right now. And I've taken this as an inspiration from this awesome group because I know many of you have done things like this, and I think this is the first time we've done it exactly this way. So what we're doing is we finally released our full Show Up with Video program at its full price. And I was ready to release it at its full price. We redid the whole entire program. So the last time that we sold it, it was slightly discounted because it was like the founding member rate because it wasn't actually finished yet. And so on Thursday, we were going to release it at full price. And I messaged my team beforehand and I was like, I know we're doing this. I'm a little nervous, right? It was like, I'm a human also. And I decided, what if I give a coupon code that is for 25% off only while we're live? As soon as the live video is done, the coupon code is going to drop to 20% off. Then it's going to continue to drop throughout the week until Sunday, where it will be at full price. Amazing. And it has totally worked. Like, I am so stoked because what's happened is we've had people, even like while I was live, we had a bunch of people join us and the price was higher than it has been before. So if you don't know, I had a program called Camera Confidence, and now we've turned it into this program called Show Up with Video. And since 2016, I could probably figure out.
Okay, hang on, Molly, in your video.
What'd you say?
In your video.
Oh, please, Louise, I'm so grateful for you, Rachel, because you keep me on track. Ay. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. Thank you. Okay. Okay. So we initially sold this program for $47, like in 2016 when it was just an empty Facebook group. It is currently a $5,000 program where you get lifetime access to weekly coaching calls. You get all of these templates, all of these playbooks for 6 different types of videos. But as you can imagine, going from knowing me as a human being that this program was once sold for $47 and now it's $5,000, it's a little scary, right? Even though I know I've had the validation, I know that this is working, it's making people loads of money, it's changing their lives, their confidence, all of that. So by doing this coupon code, all we had to do was, as soon as the video was over, I deleted the coupon code and then I changed the percentage on it. And so this is creating that scarcity. It's creating that urgency. And then what I'm going to do is, at the end on Sunday, I still have the coupon code is, of course, the word banana. And I still have this coupon code that I can use now in kind of an evergreen fashion. And I can have the program available for 5K. But then every once in a while, like Runway does with his 50, all his magical 50-minute things, I can still bring this coupon code back and create that sense of, oh my gosh, I've got to get in now, while also owning the limiters. So it's never going to go back to being 25% off. That was the only time during that live. But by changing this in small increments, I can still continue to be like, hey, you want to get in now? So that's my little tip. Use a coupon code and then change it just in small increments and keep it kind of organic. Like I told my team, I'm not going to tell them how much we're going to be changing it by, that they, if anyone asks, just say, I don't know what Molly's going to do. And I don't actually know, but every once in a while, I'm like going to go in there and change it again. And so the price is going to keep going up and nobody really knows when it's going up. If that makes sense. So that's my tip.
Amazing.
That's awesome.
I love that. I learned so much in these sessions, by the way. I'm like taking notes from you guys. I hope everybody else is.
Yeah.
She put the evergreen on the coupon code. Molly came to.
What did you say?
She put the evergreen on a coupon.
Right.
Yo,
That's what I'm super stoked about.
Yo,
yeah, that's awesome.
Not changing the whole offer, not changing the whole presentation. Just like, yo, you know what? I'm just going to change the percentage on the coupon code. And that's what I mean by these simple things, y'all. Like,
yes.
And just trying different things. Like, it's the simple things. Like, yo, you'd be surprised with one headline, a hook from what Kara told you today. Like, make it look like an advertisement. Like, have the result on there. Like, that one headline and hook with your content, you go, you may make that congruent on your page. And you're like, what the hell? Why is this page converted? Okay, I'm feeling like a professional today. I'm telling y'all, it's the small changes, y'all. So just, if you guys take anything from today, make sure that you take the small changes. Like, that's super dope.
Hey, and
Runway, I would say.
Oh, go on. I would say let's all give our takeaways from today. So that's perfect. Tori, go next with it.
Yeah, Runway had mentioned this is something that I got out of his 100K day course, and it was like something as simple as like Twitter. Like, make your Twitter graphic, put your DM the word boss to the Posh Girls Club. Cheddar, like it. I had 102 leads that day from a Twitter post, from a Twitter style post. Like, and I would, y'all, if y'all see my feed, like I overthink everything. I leave like legit everything, every detail. I want it to be, flawless. And literally the one Twitter post with DM the word boss and my whatever the quote was that I put with it. 102 leads. So I've said this before, simplify to amplify. Like simplify to amplify, make your process pop. There you go.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
So good. So good. Does anybody else have a little nugget that they want to share? And remember, if you want to get more from all of us, you can go to the Saturday Sales Club, SaturdaySales.club. And on the SaturdaySales.club, the thing that I'm offering, which I didn't say yet, is we had a video that hit a reach of 40 million with just a 14-second video. We've hit a reach of 40 million. What?
Freaking fire.
Crazy. And so I did a masterclass on this week. It's going to be available until Sunday. So if you go to SaturdaySales.club, it is right here. You just click get this strategy and then it'll pop up. Some of these buttons I've realized they're taking a little bit of time. So just give it some time. Like when you click on it, just take it as a little bit of like a meditation moment and then the link will actually go there. All right. Who's got another takeaway? Ramaya.
Well, I love something that all of you guys said. I love what you said about the coupon code. I'm definitely using that. While we live, it's 25% off. The minute we hit in, it's changing. Like the price is changing. And then something that Runway said specifically, my customers pay me happily and pay me in full, and they pay my price. Like that, writing that stuff down, saying that stuff, it does make a difference. Like manifesting, writing goals, that it's real. Like it just is what it is. The world was created with words. We create our own world with our words. And so stop being afraid to speak what you want.
Okay.
I love that.
Everybody.
Awesome. Kara.
I would like to piggyback actually onto Rachel's Ask because I did a launch for the entire month of March. All I talked about was my new product called Workshop Magic. And I was real sick of hearing about it by the end of the month. And I thought everybody else was sick of hearing about it by the end of the month. But I was like, well, I'm curious. Like, for the folks who didn't buy it, why was that? And I sent out a survey. And the number one answer that I got back was, I didn't know about it. And I was like, really? Really? So, because I mean, I did a 5-video series. I sent out just gillions of emails. Gillions isn't even a word, but it was
Gillions of emails.
Yeah, and it was still, that was the number one response. I was like, okay, all that time I used to be afraid of sending out too many emails. Obviously, there is nothing to fear here.
Man, we're a gillionaire. I love it. So good. Yes. Oh my gosh. Ask. Awesome. Rachel, what's yours?
You know, actually, it was just something that came to me as everybody was talking about content, was that I just want to remind everybody that just because your ideal client isn't engaging doesn't mean they're not still watching. I've had people sign up for my programs who've told me they've been following me for months and I've never interacted with them. So it's just a reminder that if you're not necessarily seeing like comments and DMs, doesn't mean they're not watching. So continue doing what you're doing.
Man, I used to use the example because I love that. And when I was a professional theater performer, I remember there was one show that I did and we were giving our soul on stage, but there wasn't a lot of laughter. The applause was kind of like, polite. And I went into the lobby afterwards and I had some friends there and I was like, hi. And they were freaking out about how much they loved it. And I said, honestly, it just felt like nobody even cared. Like the energy felt so weird. And someone said to me, you can't hear smiles, which I love that. It's the same. And my camera is going out of focus, but it's the same kind of thing. Hello, I'm right here, camera. You can't hear smiles. Okay.
It's smiling. Your camera is smiling.
Right. You just can't hear it.
It was laughing. It was reacting. Yes, you can't hear smiles. I had my sister-in-law came up to me once at a party and she said, I have to ask you a question. I was like, okay. And she said, are you trying to make me a better person? And she's like, you don't even know this, but when all the family's watching football, I take out my phone, I put in my earbuds and I watch your videos. I never comment on them, but I want you to know, I know you're trying to make me a better person.
Wow.
You never know.
So powerful.
Such a good one. I love it. Daniela, what's yours?
I was just so happy to hear Cara say that her Facebook ads are working. I want to hear someone. I was just like, anybody tell me that Facebook, because mine are still bombing. So thank you for that. I'm gonna apply your advice.
Yes, if you want more details, let's talk.
Okay.
Like there is hope, thank God.
Also, guys, run ads on TikTok.
Really?
Yeah, man, that's what I've signed up
Yeah.
for it, but I haven't actually done it yet. Are you doing that?
Yes, ma'am.
I love it.
So
Are you
when
running them? Are you running them from your actual TikTok account, or just like are they connected to one that you're active on, or no?
Yeah, for sure they connected, because if
Yeah.
one blow up, I definitely want to catch everything
Okay,
that guy
perfect.
got. Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I just connected it, but run on both platforms. Like if it's gonna work on Facebook, it's definitely gonna work on TikTok. And what I actually do is everything that I put in a format for Facebook, I just reformat it for TikTok.
Same.
Yeah,
Same.
so good. I may do
Yeah.
that today. Ah,
Yeah.
so awesome.
Some-
I love it. So many good things. Tori, you gave a nugget in the beginning, right?
No,
Or-
I was gonna. Yeah, no more nuggets. I was gonna get co-sign on something Romy was saying, but that's enough. Lex.
What I love this is that we did this little recap kind of, so appreciate the takeaways as people are joining while we're still here, right? I love it. Let's pick the winner though. We're gonna do 2 selfie lights. So here, Tori, say stop. I'm just scrolling and then just tell me when to stop.
Stop.
It is. Oh my gosh. There's not a name on this one. So you've got to be watching now and tell us who you are. Nugget number 2, retool your Facebook ads. It's Kara's nugget. Hooray.
Woohoo.
Yes.
Which worked better in the past. But I don't know who you are because you did Restream.
It just says Facebook
name.
user.
So Facebook user nugget number 2. Shout your name out below. And this is why it's important to stay with us until the end. Tell us your name. Ramaya, pick the next one. Just say stop. I'm
Go ahead. Stop.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we've got all of these people whose names I can't see, but I guess we'll just go with that again. Do it again. I messed it up. One more time.
Stop now then.
Okay,
No pause. No.
our resident winner on all 3 platforms. This is the way to go. Headline hook, be a bestseller like Kara.
Yes.
It's like yours is working, man. I love it.
Love it.
So good. The nuggets. So both of you, email me at molly@thepreparedperformer.com and we will send you a selfie light in the mail, which is so fun. I love it.
Thank
Oh
you,
my God.
Molly, for always connecting us, doing all the things. We love you.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Bananas all around.
Okay, next week or next month, hopefully the first Saturday won't be like April 2nd. And so I'll have a couple of days where we'll all realize, oh, it's coming, even though it's on the calendar. And we'll be like super prepared
I thought
performers.
Molly was trying to April Fools us, y'all. You know how it start to get around April. You trying to trip me. You know what I mean?
You never know. You never
Amazing.
know. Okay, and who is this me? What is your name? First nugget winner that's still here. Who are you?
Say your name.
Number 2 nugget winner.
Right. DM us or something.
I love it. All right. Thank you so much for being here with us the first Saturday every month. This is the Saturday Sales Club. Today, Tori and I are in our PJs. We hope that you know that it means that you can literally make sales from anywhere. Oh, and before we leave, can we play the SamCart ad?
Yes.
Yes. There's this super awesome SamCart ad that Runway actually spotted yesterday and sent to all of us. So I'm actually going to put it in right here.
Before this one,
Sorry,
my
but you hear
favorite one was Kara. She was like, I just made a thing that made me $80,000.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Shoot, I'm on the wrong page.
That was my favorite one until I saw this one.
Yeah, this one's
She
cool.
was just so like cool about like, yeah, I just made a thing that made me $80,000.
Yeah, that one was so good.
I love Tori.
Okay.
and
on that stupid training without watching it for
Wait,
years,
I
and
just
then I
think it's
watched it.
hilarious. They're using me saying that the training was stupid, which I'm like, shoot, I can't get the sound. Okay, I got to be quicker. Let me try it again. Ready? And then I'll get the sound on it. Here we go. One more time. Sound.
I sat on that stupid training without watching it for years, and then I watched it, and I was like, oh my God, why didn't I watch this sooner?
You know, it used to be you can read, you could listen, you could watch, you could participate, you could craft, and now you're going to be able to immerse yourself.
You really do have the ability to write your ticket.
It gave me the ability to chase my dreams, which I now get to pursue every single day.
They're really helping you to make sure that you are able to build a business. So the trainings that they have are bringing in traffic, you're connecting with your communities, you know, the marketing, the sales, all of that together.
You can essentially on demand grab a cup of coffee in the morning and just pick out a class or course that speaks to you.
The great news is that there are unlimited ways to change people's lives. My name is David H. Lawrence the 17th. I'm an actor.
My name is Rachel Wilkins, and I help visual artists to make money online.
My name is Tori Torres, also known as Posh Tori. I am the founder of the Posh Girls Club community.
My name is Molly Mahoney. I am a video and organic social expert and coach. And welcome to
Welcome to what?
Way to leave you hanging.
That's suspense.
Since then, just saying.
I know we gotta go, but did he say David Lawrence the 17th?
Yes.
Oh my God, that's how he actually has his name always. Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's real, right? It is
I'm
real.
talking about legacy, the 17th.
The 17th is the legacy. It is true.
Fantastic.
That was awesome.
Oh my God. All right. I love y'all so much. I'm going to end us out with our little video. And thank you so much. We'll see you here next month, the first Saturday of every month for the Saturday Sales Club. Boop. Go to SaturdaySales.club for more info. Bye.
Bye.